everybody, it's Old School Nerd. This last weekend, it was Valentine's Day. It's a day of love. It's a season of love. It's a season of finding passion and finding the desires and the caring nature of the world. Actually, you know what? This is a Feuerschwanz video, and it involves a monk. The last time Feuerschwanz had videos with monks in them, they were seduced by, the Mew Mews seduced monks and corrupted them and drugged them into a monastery and did apparently debaucherous things with them. So, I'm not, don't come to me telling me that I think Feuerschwanz is going to completely and totally debaucherize Valentine's Day. I didn't say that. I said that the last time we saw a monk in a Feuerschwanz video, the Mew Mews had their way with them. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying there's a monk and it's a Feuerschwanz video. And anytime that happens, yep. All right, let's find out what happens on this one. Feuerschwanz, okay? It is named the Rose. And they released this on Valentine's Day, which is amazing. And it comes, of course, it's on Nightclub. And they're going to be on tour. That's awesome. So let's find out what happens to this monk in this church on Valentine's Day. I think it's going to be perfectly fine. It's a Feuerschwanz video. Nothing odd or provocative happens in Feuerschwanz videos ever. See, when I say it, I know I sound dumb when I say that. And I love it. Ooh. Wow. Holy crap. Okay. There's a couple things that I want to mention in this, and it's very important that I do. Okay. Joanna, the violin parts of this are just magical. It really brings you into the story. Also, with Feuerschwanz, I've realized if you are a monk in the Feuerschwanz universe, either you're going to get really, really lucky, or you're going to be tortured in a passion that you can't seem to equate. This thing, I feel so bad for the guy, except for the fact that it's Ben playing the role of, yeah. So anyway, nobody feels sorry for Ben. He's really a really good looking dude. He's very talented. So yeah, but here's the thing. I remember the last time that I spoke to Hans Plotz, one of the things we talked about was the balance of music in nightclub. And he talked about how, of course, with Feuerschwanz, the folk metal, it's a balance of metal and a balance of folk music. And you hear the bagpipes, you hear the mandolin, you hear the violin, you hear all of the different elements of folk music. But he did mention one of the songs in the album, and he mentioned Named a Rose as being one of his favorites because it really showed both aspects of Feuerschwanz very strongly, where nothing was really sacrificed for the other. Like for nightclub, there was an energy that don't, that Euro energy, that liveliness that Fight Club was about. But then you have songs that are very folk driven, or songs that are very more of the metal, but there's never really, and he said that this was the song that really balanced them so well, and it had one of his favorite sections in it. And so for Hans, there's a level in this where during that guitar solo, he just gets to go off. And I do love the upgrade of his bat, looks like bats or dragons on his shoulders. That's awesome for him. But I do enjoy how it was an all-encompassing Feuerschwanz presentation here. You feel the folk. It's in German, so it feels personal. It feels something that it's truly them, because it is in the native German, which I love. I prefer that than a translation. It does have all the elements that make Feuerschwanz folk metal. The storytelling, the storytelling of this deep passion, unquenched passion that the monk is going through, and it's just this tale visually. But the aspect of that groove, the guitar solo, that semblance where they kind of set aside the folk just for a moment to allow, they're a metal band, and they let you see that, and it really puts the guitars forward, that low end bass, big drums, and it works. If somebody was to ask me if they wanted to see a song from Feuerschwanz, that they had to listen to one song and it give them a good idea of what Feuerschwanz is altogether, I think this might be one of them. I think this might be one of the songs that I would share with someone if they said, what is Feuerschwanz? I would be like, check out this song here. Let's check out this video for Named der Rose, because it's got all the visuals, the great storytelling. It shows you the German aspect of it. It's a great balance between what is folk, what is metal, and how they bring it all together to tell a perfect story. Wow. I can't believe I just said all that. Man, I sounded almost like I knew what I was talking about for a second. I mean, we know better. We know better. But it's true. Feuerschwanz is probably one of the best bands out there that can take folk music, bring in the metal, and do it well. And can they do comedy? Yes. We've seen Berserker Mode, obviously. But do they have to only do that to get their message across? Do they only do comedy? No. They can do anything. And I think that's my favorite part. All right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. Check out Nightclub. It's the album with the beautiful dragon on the front. Yeah. I have one. It's not here. It's at my office above my desk, where when people come into my office, they're like, is that a dragon on an album? Yes, it is. and then I play the album. Yeah, set the tone in the workplace. Feuerschwanz. All right, everybody, I gotta go. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you enjoyed this video, give us a like. It really helps the channel grow. Also, if you want to subscribe, right over there. A big thank you to all my Patreons out there for everything you do. And if you want more content like this, check them out above. Remember, love one another, take care of each other. We're all stuck on this mud ball together. We'll see you later.